Alright. Think I'm on?
Maybe. Who knows?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to talk. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks. Alright, so assuming I'm live. This is Arabian Nights. We just had Pop 3D Arabian Nights. As Robbie already said, this game was heavily inspired by the series, but just like Pop 3D Arabian Nights is also very jank. But it's the good kind of jank, the primo jank. And we're gonna watch a bunch of cutscenes in the run, because that's what you do. Anyway, I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1, no. That's a bit early. Alright, so first in the first level we need to pick up a few items that are gonna be relevant much later in the run. Normally, you don't have to run here, but I want to show off this cutscene anyway, because, you know, it's Arabian Nights. And that's always fun.
My heart trembles for your beautiful eyes, Ali. Come closer, darling. It is I, Melissa, your sweet princess. How happy I am to see you again.
Say your prayers, you scum of the earth.
These cutscenes. They're so good. Anyway, that was a completely optional cutscene. We don't actually have to go there. Now we're gonna go do the main thing you do in Arabian Nights. You just hug a wall, and Ali starts vibrating because the engine of this game is very good. And then at some point I just turn around, I start falling, and at some point I will just end up on the roof of the building. And that's where the journey will continue. I kind of rerouted this level. I used to walk all around this pillar thing, but now I don't, and it might actually have some funny consequences, but we'll see. It didn't happen earlier. Okay, I'm gonna get the cutscene control in this game. That's another thing about this game. There's a lot of ways you can get control in cutscenes, and this should be one of them. That is the actual real princess, by the way. The one we saw earlier was just trying to fool us. I can't get cutscene control, what the heck? That used to be consistent. Oh, that's Arabian Nights in a nutshell. You think things are consistent and then they're not, and it's like, what the hell is going on? In this level, I'm just gonna be walking along the sides of the level and just jump down here. Okay, I missed. I need to hit a specific trigger down here to get to the next level. There we go. And we get another cutscene with Melissa. So, we have the first princess there. The story about the game is that the Sultan has 5 princesses, and if they don't marry on their 21st birthday, they all get exiled. But the Sultan's daughters are all... they're a quintuplet, so they're all turning 21 on the next day, and the Grand Vizier is trying to kidnap them all.
Be very vigilant. He is very fast and clever. The Master will not be pleased if we fail. Go!
I kind of forgot the Brad's GP. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality of the situation. Alright, so first up is this boss, and I'm just gonna jump behind him, and if I did it correctly, I'm behind him. I'm gonna go into stealth mode, and that's the boss. He did not see that coming, even though he saw me jumping in front of him, which is amazing.
My savior, here you are at last. Quickly, let's go back and see my father. You know, I'm protected by the good genie who created me, and no one can kiss me before marrying me. Should that happen, the good genie would immediately take me back to my father.
Oh.
Well then, give me a kiss, my pet. Then meet me at the palace.
So I was a bit worried about this cutscene because there's an archer in this area, and these archers, they have the tendency to become snipers for no apparent reason. Luckily... Oh, they... What? They killed each other. Okay, that's fine. That's just Arabian Nights in a nutshell. Things happen because they happen and you just get confused. So, we saved the first daughter, and she has this magical power granted by the genie. Because the Sultan, his wish was to, well, become Sultan when he found the genie, and have 5 daughters. So they're all protected by this genie. And if you try to kiss them, or I guess harm them, I don't know how it works. They just teleport back to the palace, which is quite a convenient superpower, I'd say. Like, it would be so nice if you go on holiday, like, all across the globe and you just teleport home, but, you know, that's... well, you know. Anyway, we're gonna jump onto this... what the We're gonna jump on this roof and collect another puzzle piece, because in this level we need to do puzzle things. And to do the puzzle we actually need the puzzle pieces. I think I have them all. Things are happening left, right and center that I'm not expecting, so I'm a bit confused right now. Oh god, this game just keeps on giving. Also, there's like this lava texture in the top left of the screen for some reason. Like, I don't know what's going on. And honestly, that's the way I love this game. Alright, I'm gonna run in here. I hope I'm not gonna get sniped by the snakes. Okay, they're not coming, so that's fine. There's a weird kind of auto-aim system in this game. And if the snakes that were at the start would have come in, they would have redirected my fireball, which is super annoying.
Hey, Goost.
Yep.
$5 from Sajiki saying, don't forget the bread.
Unfortunately, we don't really pick up much bread anymore. That's just how the reroute went. And it's unfortunate because the original route is kind of funnier, but it's also extremely inconsistent, so I usually don't do it anymore. But we might pick up some random bread, and yeah, I think there's a place where I do pick it up.
I'm cutting you off if you don't get bread.
Well, we'll have to see. Oh, this section is kinda dodgy because you have to jump around these things, but you also don't get to see anything, which is very spooky. Right here I'm just gonna do a jump out of bounds, and I'm just gonna, you know, pick up a few items while I'm out of bounds. The thing with this game is that you keep falling, and at some point you hit the bottom of the level, which is when Ali does the ah sound. And when that happens, you either pick something up or you trigger like a cutscene or something. But not always, and the way it works is weird. But the funny thing about that is that depending on whether you quick save or not in the level, or fast save, I'm sorry, it's fast saves, it changes the order of things. And we actually abused that in the run. This was a mini-boss, by the way, but, you know, stealth mode just completely negates bosses in this game. In this level, it's important that I do not quick save, because of the thing I was talking about. Because otherwise, this level, for some reason, always crashes. I picked up the flute. I need to... I need to end up in a cutscene, but it's very far away from me, and I can see the point where I need to go to. Now, the flute has this nice property that it allows me to jump in midair by just using it, and that's gonna be used a lot in this run. I need to jump over here to the next princess. I died. Well, this happens. This just happens. Usually, the way that I make this more consistent is by
Hindu.
making sure I'm high up. Here we need to do like a Simon Says dancing game with this princess to break the spell that's on her. And like the cutscene before it explains it, but it's just her showing the moves, so I don't bother with it. Oh god, I did the wrong thing. I'm really good at this, I promise. Now the next cutscene, it might actually not play out completely, and I don't know why that happens. It just does. This is a good game, I swear.
Hindu.
Come on, this should be like the last one, maybe? Please? Oh, come on.
Where am I? Who are you? You do not look terribly noble, and yet I feel troubled, attracted, bewitched. I am overwhelmed with joy from being near you. Quick, let us go see my father so that he may unite us.
Okay, the cutscene actually didn't skip this time. That's... I can tell you, like, that happens in, like, 1 of 10 runs that it doesn't actually skip. Right here I'm just turning my mouse to get cutscene control, which makes this cutscene much funnier, because I can just run around and stab people to death. That's the nice thing about this engine.
Father,
Every
this
cutscene
the
is
man
in the
I wish to
engine,
wed. He is
so I can
fair,
just do this.
but his heart is full of grudges.
Goodbye.
Bitten nobody. He is incredibly lucky. But he will rue the day he stole my little musket from me. I simply wished to point out to His Majesty that the sun was going to rise soon, and that our valorous seducer had only 1 day left to ease your most majestuous sorrow.
Yes. Thank you for bringing us back to the harsh reality, most precious vizier. My other daughters are out of the palace.
Wait, where
feel
am I?
it. Make haste, my son. My future son.
Huh, I disappeared. That's interesting. So yeah, that was the Grand Vizier and the Sultan. The funny thing about the story in this game is that it's actually the Sultan that is actually the big evil and not the Grand Vizier as you would expect from a game like this. This level is gonna be very short. Normally it's a super long level, I believe, but you know, there's this hole in the level and we can just, you know, jump out of bounds. And, you know, that's how you go through this game. You just use the flute and everything breaks. It should be, yeah, right below this thing. So here's the end trigger of the level, and there we go. My health is actually kinda low. Oh my god, my monitor is much darker than I expected. Oh my god. So, this level is also one of those levels where you just run towards the enemy and then just use the flute to go through ceilings, and I'm getting ganged up. I need to backflip out of this so I can actually go through here. This game has a very broken melee system where it's very easy to get stuck once you actually get attacked, and that's like really bad. So in this level, we're gonna meet the gardener, who is the brother of the Sultan, and the gardener is actually the guy who originally found the genie, but his brother, the Sultan, stole the genie from him, and he's actually the great evil of the game. I might be running ahead of the story here, but you know, I figured I might as well. So, we need to wait again until we land back inside. Which should happen any second now. I picked up some bread for Satiki. Not yet.
Good day, Lord Gardener. I'm the new apprentice.
I do seem awfully young for this profession, lad. It's just not like in the olden days. Well, to start with, go get me some pear pips in the fruit garden. I need them for my experiments. The password is at the Aqaba Fate Plant Hydrangeas.
Did you get the password, guys? At the Aqaba Feast, plant hydrangeas. Alright, so there's a guard here. I need to kill him before he kills me. And it just... well, that was bad. I just shoot a fireball at him and he just dies. Oh, I should be able to pick up some bread here. Because I think that guy drops bread. Run saved. So, I need to pick up this bucket. Because that's something you need to do at this level. You need to carry this super massive bucket around to do a puzzle. And according to somebody that commented on Gothi's Arabian Nights tutorial, there's supposed to be a way to dupe this bucket. I've tried it. I've really tried everything he told me to do, but I've not been able to duplicate the result. So I hope I can figure that out someday, because carrying around this bucket is like kind of annoying. Coming up is the best voice actor in the game. You'll hear his amazing Arabian accent.
Password.
At the Aqaba Feast, plant hydrangeas.
It's good. You can go.
Completely authentic accent. This cutscene doesn't actually stop until I press a button. I think the only reason that cutscene is actually in the game is to explain why there's banana peels on the ground. Like, it serves no other purpose. And according to the comment on Gothi's tutorial, you use the bananas to duplicate the bucket. But as I said, I've not been able to do it. It would be really nice, because you need to carry a full bucket of water to these jugs and fill them up. And that opens the gate. But the thing with the strat the guy was talking about is that once you duplicate the bucket, they become quantum entangled. So you fill one up at the fountain, and the other one also becomes filled up, which is super convenient, but I've not been able to figure it out, unfortunately. Because, as you can see, this is so slow, and it's especially slow compared to the normal running speed. But, you know, that's life. There's a guy there in the watchtower who is very angry that I killed his friend, so he's trying to shoot me with arrows, but as long as I keep moving, he's not able to hit me, so I just ignore him and just go about my day. So, once I put this last bucket into the jug over there, the gate's gonna open, and I want you to pay close attention to the gate opening and what happens in the next episode, because it's very good. Oh yeah, there's also a scary tiger in here. Very scary tiger. So this is the next episode. We already saw the gate opening towards it, but now it has to reopen away from us, and it makes perfect sense. Don't try to question this game. Like, you will not find any reasonable answers. For some reason, you also still have control in this cutscene, which is pretty funny because you can just yeah, so you still have control a little bit in that cutscene, so you can just turn around and have stuff like that happen. This bear also just spawned in this level for some reason. We need to eat it because we need the bear pips that are in it to make a beautiful flower for our next princess. Because she won't marry us if we don't give her a beautiful bouquet. This should open. What? Hello? Oh, I still need to talk to the gardener in the room. That's why. So I did this run at Pop Runs a few months ago, and I completely forgot this section,
Lord
so
Governor, here are the pits.
I actually
Oh,
looked it
they're
up.
not very big. It's just not like in the olden days.
Well, it don't smell too good round here.
That's normal, kid. I'm trying to create the flower of 1,000 scents. It doesn't work every time. Instead of hanging about like an old magpie, go get my hoe. It's in the chest in the copse. Here's the key.
I'm always so confused by the gardener because the pacing of his lines is so weird. Like, just if you listen to his dialogue, you really can't tell where his sentences end and where they begin. Anyway, this is the part where I failed last time and I had to open up an old run. I should be able to get it this time. We need to enter a combination of seeds here, which is 4 to 8, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure. And this will give us the most magical, beautiful flower of 1,000 scents, I believe it's called. Yeah. It's very important. Trust me. I need to go out of bounds here, and I'm gonna be pressing T a bunch of times. T is also conveniently bound to my use key, so I can just use the flute with it and jump out of bounds. Now, the funny thing is, I was practicing this run ages ago for something. I don't exactly remember, but I was typing into a chat while I was just practicing offline. And when I came back, the last flower of the bouquet actually had spawned. And I'm like, what the hell is happening here? Turns out that this game, well, even when it's not focused, it eats your input. And I happened to have pressed the T button while I was typing to somebody, and that spawns this flower multiple times. Usually you pick up multiple and it becomes stuck on screen, but for some reason that's not happening today. I don't know why that was left in this game, but I'm glad it was, because the puzzle you have to do here is actually really annoying. And there's wasps in there, and they will try to poison you, and I think I don't have an antidote right now. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have an antidote. So that would basically be game over for me. I need to pick up the last piece of the puzzle here, which is the passport and the cactus. The cactus is part of the bouquet. The passport is needed to get to the next level. Oh god, please don't kill me. Getting through ceilings for some reason is really difficult in this game. I don't know exactly why that is, but I need to get through. Come on, Ali, you can do it. Don't get shot by the guy, please. Okay, there we go. Now, I mentioned earlier that I can manipulate in what order the cutscenes and item pickups trigger in when I'm out of bounds. And I do that by making a fast save and fast load there, which I just did, and that makes it so that this cutscene always is the first thing to trigger when I hit the bottom of the level. And this is the third princess.
Wonderful. You are worthy of being my spouse.
You know, I really should show the cutscene where she rejects us.
I have a pass, signed by the Grand Vizier himself. You look a bit nervous at the moment.
It's understandable. That lousy Black Moon sect is infiltrating everywhere.
But just what is this sect?
Hey, I'm no informer. You want information, you've only got to go see the town guide. Ahmed, open the door.
Yes, she kind of exploded, but that's just the magic of the genie who protects her, so it's fine. This level used to be quite long. I need to select the flute. But it's not anymore, because we found out that you can just skip the entire sequence in this level by jumping out of bounds here. And this will unfortunately skip a lot of good dialogues, but this level is like actually really long.
What can I do for you, handsome?
The guide told me you could tell me about the Black Moon sect.
Ah, that Mustafa. What a blabbermouth. He's not the only one, though. The tom-tom player. He's a talker too. In bed. He's a former sect member. I think he could inform you.
So, because we skipped like a whole sequence in this level, the Lady of the Night we were talking to, Irma, she's invisible. She tells us to go to the tom-tom player, but he won't talk to us until we have a better sword. Which used to be the joke that, you know, we don't actually use the sword in this game, but nowadays we do. And we need to get it from this guy. And normally you're supposed to give him money to start this fight. But, you know, you can also throw a bomb at him, and he's like, okay, we're gonna have a fair fight, and, you know, this is perfectly fine. Just, you'll hear it from him. And the cutscene skipped. Okay, well, sure. Oh god, this game.
Okay,
So is the tom-tom
don't tell me any stories. I know you're a former member of the Black Moon sect. And don't waste my time, otherwise I'll denounce you to the Grand Vizier's guards.
Oh, sure, not so loud. I was kicked out of the sect a long time ago for incompetence. What do you want with me?
Show me the passage to the sewers.
Okay, let's go.
So this guy was kicked out of the sect for incompetence, and I think it's fairly obvious that because he's such a blabbermouth why he was kicked out. But he's gonna unfortunately have a untimely demise. Uh-oh. Oh, don't kill me! Please. Oh god. That's always so scary about this game, like, things can kill you in the cutscene and there's nothing you can do about it. Right here we need to traverse this sewer. Oh god, I'm getting shot by something. That's kind of good, but also kind of bad. Anyway, I need to pick up this magic turban, because if I don't, the game will crash in the ending cutscene, and that's not something you want to happen, because the ending cutscene is very good. I can't see where I'm at. Where am I? What room is this? Okay, I think I can find my way back. Oh my god, where? Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this fast save and hope I can find something to guide me. Where? Okay, if I come this direction, I should be fine. Or not. God damn it. This is Prime Arabian Nights. I am somewhere, but I cannot see where. Where is this? I think this is close to where I need to be, but... yeah, okay. So if I go over here, I should be able to get back inside. That's too far. I'm so scared right now because I'm kind of lost. I need to look, guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe you should
this
have
is-
gotten the bread.
Oh god, this is what I was expecting to see. Normally you jump in this specific direction and you see this, and you can navigate around the level, but I was missing that for like every single attempt. So right here, I'm just gonna open this door and shoot the first guy I actually see in here. Because he drops the key to open the gate to the next level, if I can. Please? Alright, so that's the key. Hopefully I don't get hit by these guys. Okay, I didn't get hit. That's good. I want to carry around low health as long as possible because it's funny. Right here I'm just gonna do a fast save and a fast load again, because that skips basically the entire level. And we're in the next level. And in this level we need to actually fight a boss again. And this boss fight used to actually be really long, but because we can cheat and go into stealth mode behind the boss, he's just not gonna see us coming, and he just dies in a single hit. Okay, there's the boss. Now the thing about stealth mode is that I think they programmed it in such a way that enemies that don't detect you will die instantly from a stealth attack. And normally this guy is supposed to like have a cutscene and then he can detect you, but he can't see us or hear us or anything, so he can just backstab him with stealth. Normally this fight would take like 1.5 minutes at least. I need to put away my sword. There we go. I try to always put away my sword before I do the flute jump, because if I don't, I might be in trouble, because I get locked into jumping into a certain direction. Yeah, you're not safe in cutscenes in this game. I should land somewhere right now. I think I might have to actually fast load here, because it's one of those weird situations where you
Hey,
get...
come on,
Yeah.
that's enough. Open
Yeah,
up.
because
all my
we need to
papers
trigger
are in
this
order.
cutscene.
Are you a moron or what? You can't get out without a mount.
So to get out the city, we need to get a mount, and what better way to get a mount than by talking to somebody? I need to do this first. We need to talk to this guy who is like the town guide, but the first time you talk to him, he's like, "Oh, you're my 999th customer," and he has this deal where the 1000th customer gets a voucher, which he's gonna tell us now.
I can give you a commentary on the ramparts.
I usually skip one of these cutscenes because it's a very long one.
Built under the reign of Nureddin the Elder for protection against the barbarian invasions of the Hittites. The 4 obelisks that you can see behind you are much older. They were brought back by Nureddin III the Magnificent during the Egyptian campaign. They measure 10 meters high, and their transport necessitated more than 200 slaves and 50 camels. It is said that on account of this journey, all the camels of the region have short legs. But that is only a legend. It is with great emotion that I can announce that you are my 1000th visitor. And on this occasion, please accept this magnificent gift. A voucher for the hire of a dromedary for 1 week. All expenses paid. Have a nice day.
And that's how we get out the level. The dialogue that he has explains why the camels are so fucked up. You'll
Sorry
see.
for you, but I want a voucher for the hiring of a dromedary for 1 week. All
Wait,
expenses paid.
dromedaries.
Mustafa had his 1000th visitor. You can take the beast. He's ready to go. I filled him up for a week. Have a good trip.
I like how that guy's just standing around with money in his hands for no reason. But yeah, these dromedaries have weird legs. Also, note how the button to open this gate is on the outside of the city, which is like some really good protection. Like, if you're trying to invade the city, like, it's so easy. You just press a button and you're in.
Nepo, amazing.
Yeah, the guy is holding US dollars, I think. So this level, we're gonna save the final princess of the run. But if you've been keeping track, you'll know that she is actually the fourth princess we actually save. We never actually see the fifth one, and I don't know where we're supposed to save her. We just completely skip over it. Right here I just need to jump into midair until I hit the boss room at the end of this level. And it's like actually super far away, so I need to do a few jumps here. And at some point things should start showing up on screen to indicate that I'm close. It should be around here. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing anything. Ah, there we go. So I think I should be pretty much on course to actually jump towards the boss room. Please show up. I think I'm too high up actually. No? Where the hell is it? That's the problem with... oh, I see something. That's the problem with how this game works. It's kind of hard to actually navigate around. I don't know where I'm at. I'm sure if I just keep jumping in this direction, I will find it. Yeah, let's just assume that I know what I'm doing. Unfortunately, still no bread. I guess this is my punishment for not picking up bread. Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on, so we'll just have to try again, I guess. And right here I'm just, you know, flute jumping again by using the flute. Okay, this is better. I was expecting to see this earlier on, but I didn't, so I probably was a little bit off there. Like, that's kind of the difficulty about this game. You have zero directions once you're out of bounds, so it's all a bit of guessing. But this should be, yeah, this is where I need to be. So this boss is basically like a Medusa monster. Oh, hold on. I need to take out my sword before I actually go in there. We are just gonna... No, I don't need to take my sword out. We're gonna do a backflip into here, and if I am at the correct position, I will just phase through the ground here. I'm a little bit off actually. That's gonna be kind of annoying to actually adjust for. Yeah, because this happens. So, normally you are supposed to pick up a certain item that gives you protection from the attack the Medusa boss has. But because we skip so much in this run, we don't pick it up. And if we enter the room too far ahead, the Medusa is just gonna turn us to stone, and that's kind of problematic. I'm still not in the correct position to actually get in, I think. I'm just gonna try to adjust for that. I think I'm still below it. So like, this is like the only part about this run that is actually annoying. Like, a lot of people, they wonder about this run, is it actually difficult to run? It isn't. But there's some things that are kind of annoying, like getting through the ground. I don't really know if I can make that more consistent. But now that we're behind the Medusa, we can just do our stealth thing again, and it dies. And this is princess number 4.
What? And now I'll have all the little princesses just to
And this
myself.
this is another cutscene where you have control.
Ali, my friend, what a joy to see you again. How can I serve you? Coward! For you, I'm going to do it for almost nothing.
I hope this is enough knives.
You're not well. Come back soon, my friend Ali.
So right here, this cutscene can skip, and if it does, I'm gonna be dead. Probably. Because... No.
By those damned Black Moon sect fanatics. It is I who shall replace him from now on.
So...
I find we see you...
I need to do this over. That's...
Have you got an obsession or what?
I love that line, by the way. Have you got an obsession or
And
what?
now
Like,
I'll have
what are
all
you
the little
implying, Ali?
princesses just to
What
myself.
are you implying? I'll let the
Think I'll
viewer
just
fill
take a
that in.
little stroll over to the merchants. You can never be too sure.
Mother, I'm dreaming. This good old man coward such. You're not going to see you soon. And give my best to the family.
So I hope this time the cutscene doesn't skip. Problem is that the stairs thing we abused to get cutscene control earlier is the thing that also is gonna do us over here. Like, stairs are legitimately the biggest enemy in this game. Like, for real. If you play this casually,
He was kidnapped by
watch
those
out for
damned Black Moon
stairs.
sect fanatics. It is I who shall replace him from now on. I find we see you much too often these days, and I just wonder if you're not the cause of all our problems. In fact, you represent a threat to the kingdom, and that threat must disappear. Welcome. Ahmed. Welcome.
Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck?
Ahmed.
Okay. I'm not stuck anymore. Okay. I should be good now. I'm not good. For fuck's sake. The problem is he's casting his shield and I can't really do much about it, so I'm gonna have to resort to alt threats, I guess. Do I have bombs? Okay, this... This is kind of a disaster.
It's fine, you're still under arrest.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you got an obsession?
this game is supposed to be a disaster when I run it in a marathon, so it's fine.
And now I'll have all the little princesses just to myself. I think I'll just take a little stroll over to the merchants. You can never be too sure.
Ali, my friend, what
No, the most logical thing for me to do would be to actually heal before this, but I want to carry low health throughout this run because in the cutscenes, Ali's animations change because of it, and the last few cutscenes are really funny because of it. So I want to carry the silver throughout the whole run.
The Sultan has disappeared. He was kidnapped by those damned Black Moon sect fanatics. It is
The thing is, I need to actually make sure I aim correctly when I throw the first knife. If I do that, this is gonna be fine, because he gets stun locked.
You represent a threat to the kingdom, and that threat must disappear. Ahmed!
Right, I need to walk a step over because I'm stuck on the stairs. Oh god. Like I said, the stairs are the biggest problem in this game.
Have you got an obsession or what?
And now I'll have all the little princesses just to myself.
I think I'll just take a little stroll over to the merchants. You can never be too sure.
Ali, my friend! You're not well.
Alright.
My friend Ali.
Yeah, if I fail again, I will give up on the low HP meme. So what's the time at currently? Is it like around 35 minutes?
You're still 5 minutes underestimated.
The Sultan has
Okay.
disappeared. He was kidnapped by those damned Black Moon sect fanatics. It is I.
The estimate has changed
From
though.
now on. I find
Okay.
you
You're
much too
underestimated.
often these days, and I
It's one of
just
these runs
wonder
up.
if you're not the cause of all
That's
our
fine by me.
problems. In fact, you represent a threat to the kingdom, and that threat must disappear. I'll welcome you.
No, don't do this to me. I cannot hit him like that. Oh, God. This guy is. I will give up on the low HP meme because this is impossible. You know what I could have done? I could have just done the hot speed tech of skipping cutscenes.
And now I'll have all the little princesses just to myself.
I'm a bit sad that the meme is
I
dead,
think
but,
I'll just
you
take
know.
a little stroll over to the merchants. You can never be too sure.
Ali, my friend! What a joy! You're not. See you soon. And give my best to the family.
Yeah, this wizard is too powerful, that's correct. At least this time I should be able to salvage the train wreck that is this fight.
The Sultan has disappeared. He was kidnapped by those damned Black Moon sect fanatics. It is I who shall replace him from now on. I find we see you much too often these days, and I just wonder if you're not the cause of all our problems. In fact, you represent a threat to the kingdom, and that threat must disappear. Welcome.
Okay, we got it. He's stun locked, I just spam knives at him and he cannot do anything. And he's dead. Okay, good. So, the whole reason we need to actually kill him is because we need the parrot seeds. Because the only way to get out of this level is by talking to a parrot, who apparently knows the magic words to get the magic carpet to fly. Don't try to make sense of this game, alright? I don't think there's actually a skip to just completely ignore this boss fight, but that's fine. Just fall over here, and at some point... interesting. I'll just jump up here through the ceiling, and then I have to fall back in bounds again. Am I up? I need to go somewhere. Where is it? This is classic Arabian Nights. You cannot really see much when you're out of bounds. Okay, I think I've got it. This should be where I need to go. Yeah. Okay. So there's this bookcase over here, and for some reason we can just fall on top of it out of bounds. And that's gonna allow us to end this level. One thing that is important to note is do not use the parrot seeds behind the parrot's cage, because you will get stuck and softlock. But yeah, that's how you end this level. Like, you need the parrot to say those words. And now we're in the final level. So I was talking about how the gardener is actually the real evil of this game. You're supposed to fight him in this level, but that fight is actually legitimately super hard. I know Cotty tried to play this game like all the way through casually, and this was the fight that was actually really difficult, and I don't really know how to do it, so we're just gonna do Arabian Night things and just jump sideways a couple of times, and we will just try to end up back and bounce. And that's gonna be the end of this level, once I can actually jump properly. I'm not landing inside the wall, which is weird. That almost looked like it, but it wasn't correct. Oh my god, why isn't it working? For some reason I'm just not getting stuck in the wall. This normally isn't an issue, but for some reason it is today.
It's fine, you still have 5 minutes until this.
Okay. It's fine by me. Okay, here we go. And that's time, but we're still gonna watch a few cutscenes because, I mean, it's Arabian Nights. We always watch these cutscenes. So here's the Sultan, the real evil, but not the
As I have the
final
same
evil.
powers as the princesses, you must embrace me, so that I can be beamed to the palace where I'll be with my daughters. Come on, just another little try, son. If that's not too much to order.
That prickles. I'll make up for it with my little babes.
God damn it, Ali. So if I hadn't picked up the magic turban, the game would crash right now, and that would deprive you of an amazing ending cutscene that is totally worth it. So now we have a fever dream with all our princesses, and one of these is the one we never saw in the run.
Come on, darling, camel you. Hey, treasures. Come on.
Look at those dance moves.
Over here, treasures. Come on, you big camel you. Over here, treasures. Come on, you big camel. Come on, you big camel. Come on, you big camel you. Dark head.
And that's Arabian Nights in a nutshell. So yeah, that was quite a run. Normally, this game actually crashes at least once in a run, which didn't happen this time. So I'm kind of sad because that's like the quality standard for a run of this. But you know, we got out of disaster, so it kind of balances out, I guess. So yeah, that's Arabian Nights. Thanks for having me run this game again. I always enjoy it, so might actually I submitted it to STDQ for the silly blocks, so if it gets accepted, I'm gonna have to do some more practice, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I always enjoy it. So thanks everyone, and see you another time.